Alrighty guys, we're back for some Is It Delver, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, because I do think this one's going to be pretty darn spicy, but we'll see, won't we? For anyone who doesn't know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. So what do we got in the build here? First of all, this is most likely a tempo build. You could also just call it an aggro build, but I think it leans towards tempo overall, right? So we have 4 Delver of Secrets, 2 Fading Hopes, 4 Slip Out the Backs, 4 You See a Guard Approach, 4 Ancestral Angers, which I'll go over in a second here. We have 2 Play with Fires, 2 Spikefield Hazards, 4 March of the Swirling Mists, a very important card right now. Actually, all the protection is very important. So the You See a Guard Approach and Slip Out the Back is very, very important too. We have 2 Jwari Disruptions, 4 Ledger Shredders, 4 Stormchaser Drakes, 2 Suspicious Stowaways, and 4 Antagonize. Heck yeah, guys. I've been waiting to slam this into a deck. So I'm going to take the Spikefield Hazard and the Jwari Disruption and drop them into the mana base, because overall we only have 18 total land, plus the 2 Spikefield and plus the 2 Jwari, so we have 22 potential land. And this build is actually rocking the Snarls too, the Frostboil Snarls. I don't know, I just feel like this is a Snarl build, but you guys can rock whatever dual land you want. I think the Snarl's going to come in handy. Hopefully I don't eat my words today, right? Some honorable mentions, we have Ascendant Spirit and Frostbite. If you want to go the snow path, Ascendant Spirit is pretty darn spicy in tempo style builds, and obviously Frostbite is just pretty solid removal too. Another honorable mention is Prismari Apprentice. It was between Suspicious Stowaway and Prismari Apprentice for this build, and I went ahead and rocked this Stowaway because I think it's just a better card overall. Also, with the Apprentice, we don't utilize that second ability where if the spell had mana value 5 or greater. We have none of those, obviously, so you can't utilize the second ability on this card either. Yeah, it's a 2-2 where Suspicious Stowaway is a 1-1. I think this is just a better card overall, though. So something to consider, though, right? Maybe you don't have the rare wild cards for Suspicious Stowaway or something. Prismari Apprentice is only uncommon, so yeah. Oh, and it's harder to cast too in this build, so that's something to consider as well. So, Ancestral Anger. You guys might not see this card too often. I've been seeing it more here and there, right? I've seen it in some Boros builds and stuff too. So this is a 1-drop sorcery. Target creature gains trample and gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is 1 plus the number of cards named Ancestral Anger in your graveyard. Then you draw a card. So this card is literally perfect with Ledger Shredder and the Stormchaser Drake. So if you target the Drake with the Anger, you get the draw from the Drake and you get the draw from the Anger. So you draw 2 cards and you plug it with some extra power. And it gets trampled too if that comes into play. It already has flying, so that's something to consider too. But just having that little combo where you play a card and you draw 2 and you get all that other like good stuff from it, like, yeah, that's pretty solid, right? But it's also great to discard to Ledger Shredder's Connive, where you're going to be conniving a lot with this card even when the opponent casts their second spell, which is often for some reason when you're playing Ledger Shredder. I can't tell if people forget or if they just know that their second card is going to be more valuable than a Connive on the Shredder. Either way, it usually isn't, because the Ledger Shredder can get the job done really fast, and these 18 land are going to feel like 24 land really fast with the Ledger Shredder, because you're going to be discarding your other cards to get the counters, and then you're going to be stuck with only your land in hand, right? Which is another reason to opt for the Suspicious Stowaway instead of that other card, where Suspicious Stowaway, when it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card, and so you can discard those extra lands that you're keeping in your hand because of the Ledger Shredder's Connive, right? That is definitely something to think about there too. Like I said, Slip Out the Back, You See a Guard Approach, and March of the Swirling Mist are probably the most important cards in the entire deck, but we do have a little bit of emergency removal for the opponent too. Play with Fire can also ping the face because this deck does know how to get the damage through. You never know if the opponent's going to lock down the board state or do something terrible to to go ahead and wipe your board or something, and they're just sitting at 1 life. So you never know when that Play with Fire is going to come in handy, right? And then, of course, Fading Hope can protect your creatures, and it can bounce their creatures back to slow them down. So I think that's going to be very important here, too. It actually might be more important than the Play with Fires, but we'll see. We definitely have to do some testing, right? Either way, guys, hopefully I went over the deck well enough. We usually see a lot of these cards, especially right now with all the Virtuoso builds floating about. But yeah, hopefully I went over it. Either way, we'll go over it more while we're actually in some matches. Let's go ahead and see how this does in Ranked. We'll see if we can get that first game luck here. Oh, 1 second. Did you guys see that? Holy cow. That's right. Right into the first match for some good luck. Wow, that is a lot of land. Okay, it's keepable. It's keepable. Yeah, one of the reasons to play like Jwari and Spikefield over a ton of extra land too is the fact that Delver flips off of Jwari and Spikefield, right? Where it doesn't flip off of normal land, so you really want to flip this Delver. I think I have yet to do it on the first try in a video, so let's see if that luck paid off. It sure did. Let's go. Get this down on blue. Yeah, the slip out the back's gonna be pretty important, huh? Alright, end turn. We're up against some Grixis here. Oh, okay, we're up against some Mill. Okay, we gotta go fast. Let's slow him down. Let's slow him on down. Do we need this? Have the slip out the back. We probably need this, huh? We probably need that. I'm not gonna do Play with Fire, even though, yeah, I don't want our card to get hit there. We could have done like slip out the back too, but on top of the stack of slip out the back, they could hit it with like a Play with Fire of their own or something. You really, really want to keep that protection open. Okie dokies. Ruin Crab hits the board. A good example for our honorable mentions. I mentioned Rocking Snow for like the Frostbite and stuff. That would actually hit a crab, so really it is something to consider for sure. Let's get that Scry. Play with Fire doesn't hit the crab, so whoa. Yeah, why not? I wish we had more creatures right now, but this isn't terrible. We could try to get more damage through. I think just keep the protection open, right? We're going to swing first and see if they try to kill this. They do. It's going to be a Fading Hope, so let's keep the slip out the back, and we'll go Hexproof here. See, they want us to use the slip out the back so they don't take damage this turn. Get a little bit of extra damage, and we still have the slip out the back open. Down to 6. Come on, guys. We could get there. We can get there. Yeah, at this point, opponent needs 2 removal spells on their turn. 1, so that way I get the slip out the back out my hand, and then the second one on top of the stack of the slip out the back. So we'll see. Ooh. 3 mana open. This could be a Tasha's Hideous Laughter, and it would be pretty bad for us. Like, that could rip through a lot of our deck. Crush the Weak. Okie dokies. Well, it comes down to our top deck here. Let's see what we draw. 4 damage in the air. Come on, guys. We could get there. That first game luck won't let us down. I believe in the heart of the cards, guys. Oh, no. We have 3 more Antagonize in the deck. Oh, crap. We got to keep this open, and I'm going to, like, rock Fool Control to trick the opponent, and maybe they'll play differently. Eee. I don't know. I don't know, guys. We know that they rock a ton. Oh, 2 marches. Oh, the march would have been good for extra protection. Slip out the back. Galvanic iteration. No, opponent, don't do it. Oh no, guys. Oh no. We gotta be careful. If it doesn't kill us, it killed us. There's no way. Yeah, it killed us. 0 cards. No way to get that damage through in our upkeep. Good game, opponent. Good game. Man, that was close. How about it, guys? That was very, very close. Well, even if we got protection on our turn, the Tasha's Hideous Laughter was still going to hit in, right? So we would have needed a Jwari Disruption, funny enough, right? To be able to counter the Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Either way, yeah, very good match. Oh, I think I forgot to mention my 2 test matches, did I? I forget right now. Let's hop into the next match. And yeah, these 2 test matches were in normal play mode, and it's one of the reasons I decided to take this right into ranked, because it was kind of ridiculous. I just realized I forgot to change the background image of the deck too. That's pretty funny. That's supposed to have like a Delver of Secrets face on it. And not like it matters, but still. Snarl slowing us down. How dare. Alright, we'll keep it. We'll try it. We'll try it. I don't even think we want a turn 1 Delver anyways. Especially up against red, if that's what this is. Opponent? Are you there, opponent? Opponent? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, we don't turn 1 Delver against red. It probably, if it is red, right? Yeah. Commando. Crap. Ah, crap. Okay. Island is good. I think we... Do we care about future Snarls? Not right now, I don't think. Let's go Island. Delver. Keep the Usia Guard approach, and technically the March of the Swirling Mist open too. Let's see what their turn 2 is. Oh, it's going to be some Boros, actually. Man, it has been forever since I've seen some Boros. Alright, nice. See if we can flip that Delver again right away, right? Let's see it. Nice! Nice! Man, that's the most I've ever flipped Delver, I think. So Play with Fire no longer hits the Luminarch. It does hit the Etching. If we want to keep it open. We could play this on red safely, I'd say. Keep the Frost. We could draw here, too. See what we draw. I think we do want to hit the Etching, though. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm a thinker, buddy. I take forever sometimes. Yeah, we're going to try to get this damage through. I think it might be smart to get Ledger Shredder down, too. And just keep a Usia Guard approach open. I don't know. It's tough because, yeah, we have March for 2 as well if we want to protect both of these. It really depends. It all depends what the opponent ends up doing here. I think they swing before playing anything, but if it's a turn 3 into their 3-drop haste with trample, then we're in trouble. Like, we're in trouble regardless, right? Gonna be a Royal Eruption. They still have this one open, so March wouldn't be too bad here. We could March this and this. It wouldn't be too bad. X is 2. Submit. You and Luminarch, right? Because they don't get the counter if we phase out the Luminarch before combat. And so that slows them down pretty good. The question is, they did not have removal for the Delvers, the Insect Delver. Uh-oh, gonna get... Okay, let's start. Let's start with Ancestral Anger here. We're gonna double swing here. I think we can outpace them. Oh, no protection is very scary though, but it's probably worth the connive. Right? And the connive, we could actually scry. Do we hit face? I don't know. I guess we hit etching. Even though we... No, yeah, we want the scry. We want the scry. Everything's fine, guys. Fading Hope. Okay, that could be huge. I'm actually gonna opt for the Fading Hope on their turn. Slip out the back. We better keep that on top too. 6 in the air. So they're at 9. Yeah, there may have been more aggressive ways to actually do that, but if this is a Raiju, Brutal Cathar, okay. That probably hits Shredder here. Okay, so you gotta let it take it first, and then you can Fading Hope. I believe that's how that works, because if you take it while it's targeting it, I don't know if it just like exiles it. Don't know how that works. So they want to get that above a Play with Fire, and that is perfect. Perfect for us. So slip out the back is probably still worth it. We can block here, and we take 3. I don't know. Yeah, slip out the back's probably still worth it, huh? Especially since they're going to try something else with the Brutal Cathar next turn. Goes to nighttime. That could be scary. Oh, that's actually good because Brutal Cathar can't take anything this turn. They might still try it, though. Royal Eruption. That's worth a slip out the back. Man, that must be annoying. Holy cow. Luminarch. Connive. Oh, we want that counter, but that's fine, too. Actually, we have 5 damage in the air over here. They swing for 7, and we swing in the air. GG opponent. Nice. We got there against Boros. Feels good. I got a little scared here because we played the pathway on red, and then we drew that mountain too, and the deck is definitely majority blue. And so it ended up working out nicely, didn't it? Either way, nice. Let's hop into the next match. That's the good stuff, guys. That's the tasty stuff right there. What do you guys think of the build so far? This is different than Virtuoso. See, the thing is, when you're playing a deck like this, like anymore, what you see is Virtuoso in there too. Whoa. I don't know if this is keepable. We do have a turn 2 with the Drake if we go Spikefield Hazard first, but 3 marches? I guess it's worth testing because there's a lot to draw here. March is definitely not a bad card to have multiple of. The big scary thing is, are we going to draw anything else this game, right? And if we do turn 2 Drake, then there's a chance that it just straight up dies before we can... Okay. So Pathway. So even though we have Snarls in the deck, it's going to be worth the island here because we don't know if we're going to play this on red or blue depending on what we draw. But for now, we're just keeping Play with Fire open because the opponent is playing red or has red in the deck, right? It's going to be more Boros. Wow, more Boros. Okay, well, Play with Fire goes and conquers the Luminarch. That's good. We don't let them keep that alive, so... We did end up drawing a Snarl anyways. So with the Snarl, we can safely play this on blue. We have that 1 open. And now we have protection for the Drake, right? So that's good. That's good news. I do hope we end up drawing something other than land, though. It's going to be important. So they might just have 2 things here, which could be really bad. Smart to do it before a creature, too, because we could phase out the creature. Not like it matters right now. Yeah. Yeah. This is worth it. This is worth it. Even if they have something, we do draw here. Oh, it's another land. Okay, they didn't have anything else. Because, yeah, like I said before, they could put it on top of the stack there, too. Ledger Shredder, there it is. Okay. There's a creature. And we still have March for 1 if we play it. March for 1. That's probably still worth it. Yes. Yes, that is still worth playing it. Yeah, we'll see. Will Boros get their revenge this time round? We definitely have. We had a worse starting hand and a little bit worse draws. It's good to see the Shredder here, though. Yep. We could actually march the Luminarch, but we're just going to take the 3 for now. We don't want to see a land. Looks like we are going to have to march for 1 here. The question is, which one do they want to hit with the Royal? Alright, we will protect that. That is worth protecting. March for 1. That's our last march. Well, we have one more march in the deck, but I don't know. That's not something we want to draw. And it's land. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Oh, pretty unlucky. We're still going to try to race them, but I'm pretty sure that the... Wow. 6th land. Well, I guess the Spikefield Cave I played early on because of our draw. 6 swinging on in, and honestly, no removal would be nice. Looks like they got the removal this time. I'll put full control. Maybe that'll make them consider. They go for the eruption. Beautiful. Slip out the back. I'd rather play the slip out the back. We could just give it the counter though, but I'd rather play the slip out the back and discard this, right? I can do that in time, right? I think so. Funny enough, either way would have worked. Actually, we could have let that die and slipped the Drake out the back to draw. Oh, that could have been really good too, guys. They have 6 damage on the board, 1 card remaining in hand. Antagonize is actually pretty good. We're going to do this before combat and see what we draw, because there are sorceries in the deck. Oh my goodness, another land. Crap. Crap, guys. That could have gone a lot of different ways. Could save this as a blocker, which I think we have to do now. I think it's safe to say that we have to keep the Shredder back to block one of these creatures. Like, a Raiju would just be a GG. I don't see us getting by a hasty Raiju hitting the board. Because what ends up happening is they get a counter from the Luminarch. Oh, they're going to power up Den. That's going to be where the counter goes. And now we have a decision. Do we just block this? No, we take the 8. And it's going to come down to this draw. Because we could still get there. We could definitely still get there. If it's another Antagonize, another land! Oh no! Alright, well, I'll full swing, and I'll let the opponent full swing too. A good game, opponent. Good game. Yeah, we got a little bit unlucky here. We only have 18 land in the build, but I did play the Spikefield Cave as a land early on, but that starting hand, it really looked like we had to, so... Yeah, good game. Boros got their revenge. That could have gone either way though, so you guys can really see the power in this build overall so far, right? There are a lot of downfalls to not playing white for the Virtuoso though, but a lot of benefits too, right? A lot of spicy red cards, because what you would normally see is maybe a Boros Virtuoso that would rock maybe Antagonize or the Ancestral Anger. And then obviously the Azorius Virtuoso, but then also you see the Selesnya Virtuoso as well, but There's a lot of great reasons to play green in a build with Virtuoso. I think this is keepable. Opponent goes first, though. Opponent? This is ranked. Are you okay? What? What happened? Dude's making a climb to diamond, too. I mean, I'll take the victory, but like, darn. That would have been an interesting hand to test, too. Alright, into the next one. Yeah, a lot of great reasons to play green is obviously like Snakeskin Veil is amazing protection, as well as like Tamiyo's safekeeping too. And in a deck like that, the Dragon's Guard Elite is a great creature as well, so. Okay. Nice. With the Spikefield, we have a lot of red here, but like, this is still a keepable hand, you know? Spikefield Hazard and the Play with Fire open. Looks like we're gonna use it. If this is a wolf, right? Ascendant pack leader. I'm sorry, opponent. We'll use the Hazard. Seeing how much land we drew last time, I think it's better to use the Hazard too. A Suspicious Stowaway. I think it... We don't have protection for the Drake. But I think it's going to be Drake this time. Like, we've been holding back our turn 2s because we're up against red so often. I really doubt they're going to have removal for this. Sculptor of Winter, nice. You see a guard approach, that could be good. Play with Fire is the play, though, before they get to use this. Don't want them to ramp into anything, and then we keep the slip out the back open. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, they could go into a Blizzard Brawl this turn, though, and then we slip out the back, right? So, we'll see. Is it going to be a Blizzard Brawl? Pack Leader, nice. I think we're going to slip out the back anyways. We get a draw and an extra counter. We could do the you see a guard approach too, but I don't know. I like this play because we're looking for a land too. Great draw, amazing draw. Nice, March of the Swirling Mist. So that could do a lot for us here. We could go you see a guard approach to get an extra draw too, but yeah, it's worth saving, I'd say. And we don't want to play the Stowaway until we have protection open, so. Okay, yeah. Let's see what the opponent ends up doing here. Got their 4th. Looks like it's going to be a swing. We just want to like phase everything out. They probably... I think we just take the 5. Something's sticking. It's probably a Veil, right? 1, 2. We could go March for 3. This might be greedy, but taking less damage seems okay too. And we draw a card from the Drake. It might be greedy because if they have an instant speed fight spell, then they can do it now before the March hits everything. And I don't see a lot of instant speed fight spells, but I'll tell you what, there's a good reason to have it right now, so. Get the draw. It looks like they're pondering. No instant speed fight. So like, I believe prize fight is instant speed and gives a treasure too. So that slowed him down pretty good. We drew all of our slip out the backs. I think we want to, so Stowaway is still an option, but I like the Drakes here a little bit more because of that little bit of extra damage push, right? We might be able to outrace this still. We got a good block. Oh, these have trample though. We don't have a good block. We'd have to block like Pack Leader if we wanted to slip out the back. But then they could take out the other Drake too. The trample is not good, guys. Better block and slip and see if they do have the other removal, it's fine. What do you guys think? We're taking 7 here. We draw a card. If they have removal for this Drake, then we still have the other Stormchaser Drake in the air. Yeah, it sure feels like we're just not getting a lot of damage through right now. And Antagonize off the top would be amazing. Double checking. Yeah, they have something open. It might finally... Maybe it is a prize fight. I'm pretty scared, actually. These have been greedy turns that I've been doing. Inscription! That's instant speed, too! Oh! We got the block, though. Kind of ended up working out the same, didn't it? Yeah, they could have taken this out, too. But the life gain is... That might be a nail in the coffin, guys. I think mono green might have just gotten by us because that trample is too huge for us. The life gain, they gained 5 life, man. Oh no. Yeah, being at 11, it really comes down to what they have. And I say, I think they got this. It's worth the swing, and here's why. Even if we keep the Drake back as a blocker, the most we can block here is this onto the Pack Leader and an extra 2 on one of these, right? But there's 9 trample damage here already. So yeah, so if they have it, they have it, is what I'm saying, you know? If they have it, they have it. Looks like we're safe for the turn, but them gaining the 5 was just way too much. Even if we get an Antagonize, I don't think we can do 13 damage. Wizard Brawl. Slip out the back because I drew all of them. I'm sorry, opponent. Oh, Jwari, we don't want to see that. We do not want to see that. Come on now. Oh, Delver. Oh, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it, guys. I don't think we can even block enough here. Yeah, we only have... Yeah, the trample, man. The trample. You get the... Actually, I should have held that back. We could have drawn a March of the Swirling Mist off of the Suspicious Stowaway. Actually, a March would be huge. It was not a March, unfortunately. That's a good game, opponent. GG. Honestly, it's good to see mono green win. Because recently I haven't seen... When I play against mono green, I've been kind of stomping over their stompy, right? And it kind of feels bad because I love mono green. Yeah, good game. Very good game. I feel a little bit unlucky for that match, but at the same time, not really. It was fine. You know what I mean? Like, we got good draws overall. We just could have gotten better draws, right? I guess. Do we have time for one more match? We sure do. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys, because I feel like this could be doing a lot better. But at the same time, like, there is a reason that people are rocking the Azorius and the Selesnya, right? Because, like, there's just... First of all, the Virtuoso is... Oh, this is a bad hand. Oh, we go first, too. Without the red source? Oh, no, guys. First mulligan. Oh, this is even worse. Oh, no. At least we have both sources, though. That's good. We're going to start with the Spikefield Hazard, because we could draw a basic land for the Frostboil. Oh no! Is this more, might be more mono green. We might want to take that out now before they have the protection for it. Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, Snakeskin Veil is everywhere. Yeah, uh-oh, guys. If this is more mono green, we just saw why mono green is good against these. with the trample, right? Then again, March of the Swirling Mist, we have 4 of them in here, so... Man, this Jwari could be really good left open. This Jwari could be, that's the problem. I'm gonna play it as a land, guys. Ledger Shredder's pretty good, because it has a decent toughness overall. This was a really fun build, guys. I really like this one. It's a little bit... Uh-oh. Blizzard Brawl? Woo! Didn't get punished. Okay. It's good. That is good. Ancestral Anger. We have no protection to keep open, which is very scary, but we could really dive in with the Antagonize, try to get a ton of damage through. We could also go Stormchaser Drake and keep the Ancestral Anger for it next turn, right? I don't think so. I think we start with the card draw, because this could be protection that we draw here. Looks like they're keeping maybe a Snakeskin Veil open. Okay, it's another Stormchaser Drake. Well, we could draw something here too. We're doing it before combat for the counter. Yeah, we'll discard a Drake, I guess. Yeah, let's get the counter on it. That counter might play a huge part in play the land too. Play a huge part when it comes to like the Blizzard Brawl and stuff. If we can get one more counter on it, because obviously a Blizzard Brawl at this point with this would be a 4/3 indestructible, so that still hits the shredder. Which might be a reason to keep Antagonize open. Oh, it's going to be Oddity here. Yeah. Can we outrace this now? Ah, they get the card draw. All right, I'm going to take the 7. It's good to, like, it is good to see mono green though. It is. I don't think they kill us next turn. Let's see what we draw here. Suspicious Stowaway. Okay, let's see what we draw. This is so greedy. This is so greedy, guys. We have to go fast though. Let's be real. We have to go fast. Fading Hope is huge for us. Probably better than the Stowaway. We'll keep the, so that's 13 damage. Actually, 10 damage. We should keep the Shredder back as a blocker this time round. Right? No. All in. If they can kill us next turn, then they deserve it. Yeah, we're all in there. Instead of a land instead of one of the Fading Hopes would have been good, because we would have been able to keep it open for the Fading Hope too, but you can't have your cake and eat it too, right? An Inscription of Abundance would be devastating. Oh, I feel it now. I feel it in my bones. Please, opponent, don't do it. Okay, well, they would have done it before that hit because of the extra 2 counters, so that's good, I guess, right? Alvinwald, what? What's happening? We just, question mark? I have no idea. I'm gonna swing. They have like this 1 mana open. Oh, good game? Yeah? Good game? Question mark? So confused. I think we got there. We have the Fading Hope. Just in case there's something fishy here, I'm gonna rock the Fading Hope now. Okay, so it's a Tamio Safekeeping, which I don't believe gives, like, let me double check. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible. Right, like, just in case for some reason this gave reach too and I wasn't thinking properly, I did the Fading Hope anyways. That was a good game, opponent. That could have gone either way, and honestly, they just needed that 6 extra damage, and they had the other Alvinwald in hand too, which is kind of insane. Guys, this was a fun one. This had some power too. I think the overall win rate was what, did it say 62% overall win rate? 2 of those matches were in normal play mode for my test matches. Everything else was in this video. What would I change? Not much. It really felt pretty solid. The 18 land was enough, which is good, right? I mean, I hope it would be enough when our average mana value is 1.4, right? But the Spikefield Hazard and the Jwari Disruption, I don't think I would drop either of those. I think both came into play. I think there were some times where actually having a Jwari in our hand, too, would have helped. Like, for example, being able to counter the Tasha's Hideous Laughter in that mill match would have been huge. So I think they're worth having here. So yeah, the 22 potential land was pretty solid. And then, like I said in one of the matches, having these in here is pretty important for the Delver too. Because the front side of these are instants, right? So yeah. Anything else? March is really important. If we had March against that other mono green match that we lost, if we had March in our hand, we actually would have just won, right? We would have been able to phase out all of their creatures and get that extra turn that we needed to slip that damage through, right? Or we would have come close to winning. I don't know if we had the damage on the board at that moment, right? I really liked the play with fires here too. I think the scry could be really good. If you're pinging the opponent's face, you could scry and maybe put an instant or sorcery on top to flip the Delver. Slip out the back's way too important. Fading Hope came into play. Ancestral Anger was sweet. Antagonize was awesome. We didn't really get to see Suspicious Stowaway do a lot, but you do want like creatures, right? We only got the 12 creatures here, and you could probably play with whatever other creature you want in this slot, but I think Suspicious Stowaway is still a pretty spicy one to consider. Yeah, with the 14 creatures, I don't know if I would change anything, guys. What would you change? Let me know in the comments, and if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.